All right, let's get right into it. Today, we're talking about the 5 mistakes that are absolutely killing your real estate commission and keeping you from joining the top 1%. You know, the difference between an average agent and a top producer isn't about working harder. It's not about effort. It's about strategy. So, right now, we're going to dismantle the 5 critical mistakes that are holding you back. So, first up, we've got to talk about the foundational errors. Honestly, these are the two big ones that stop most agents dead in their tracks before they even get a chance to build any real momentum. And that brings us to mistake number 1, choosing the wrong broker. You have to ask yourself this question and be honest. Is your brokerage an anchor holding you down, or is it an engine pushing you forward? This one choice, it can literally define your entire career. Think about this for a second. Nearly 87% of all real estate agents fail and leave the business within 5 years. That is a staggering number. And so often, it all comes down to a bad start, and that starts with picking the wrong brokerage. Look, a lot of the big brokerages out there, they're basically just hiring machines. Their goal is quantity over quality. That leaves you, the new agent, high and dry without any real individual support, no effective training on how to actually convert a lead, and a culture that just doesn't fit. So here's how you find the right fit. It's your success tip. When you're interviewing brokers, forget about the commission split. Seriously, that's a distraction. You need to ask these questions. You are looking for a partner, a brokerage that is going to invest in you, not just a place to hang your license. Now, this leads us straight into mistake number 2, having no business plan. Are you running a business, or are you just treating this like a hobby? Because I promise you, the answer to that question is going to determine your income. It is time to adopt a CEO mindset. Without a plan, you're not running a business, you're gambling. You're going to waste time, you're going to burn through money on flashy vanity ads that don't work, and you'll have no clear path to actually making a profit. This is exactly how you end up becoming part of that 87% statistic. So, what's the solution? Well, your marketing plan doesn't start with throwing money at expensive ads. It starts with smart, low cost, high return tactics. You need to leverage the relationships you already have. Use free platforms like social media. Build your sphere of influence before you even think about spending a dime. Here it is. This is your blueprint for success. Number 1, set crystal clear, measurable income goals. Number 2, create a realistic budget for both your personal life and your business. And number 3, you have to know your numbers inside and out. How many calls, how many appointments, how many homes do you need to sell to hit your goal? This is absolutely non-negotiable. Okay, next, let's dive into what I call resource leaks. These are the critical mistakes that just drain your 2 most valuable assets, your time and your money. Which brings us right to mistake number 3, being underfunded. Let me be really blunt here. Is your bank account actively sabotaging your chances of success? Financial preparedness isn't just a nice to have, it's the bedrock of your business. You have to understand the commission gap. See, you can close a deal today, which feels amazing, but that check might not actually land in your bank account for 30, 45, maybe even 60 days. So the question is, can your savings cover you during that gap? If the answer is no, you're in deep trouble. And that financial pressure, it leads you straight into this, what we call the desperation trap. This is where you start making bad short-term decisions because you need cash like now. You take on clients you shouldn't, you cut corners, and you damage your reputation before you've even had a chance to build it. The solution is to build yourself a runway. You need to have at least 6 months of living and business expenses saved up before you even think about going full-time. This isn't just about survival, it's about giving yourself the freedom to build your business the right way without desperation. Mistake number 4, and this one might sting a little, trying to start part-time. Ask yourself, is real estate your career or is it a side hustle? Because let's be very clear, elite performers don't have side hustles, they have obsessions. Here's the raw reality of it. Your client expects and deserves your full attention. This is the biggest financial decision of their life. But as a part-time agent, your focus is split. You're trying to serve 2 masters, and it's impossible. That disconnect, it breaks trust, and it will kill your business before it even starts. All right, on to our final mistake. We're calling this section the elite arsenal because the solution here is all about equipping yourself with the professional toolkit you need to compete and win at the highest level. And this brings us right to mistake number 5, trying to compete without a full toolkit. This isn't about being cheap or saving a few bucks. This is about professional readiness. Are you showing up to a gunfight with a butter knife? Listen to me on this. These are not costs, these are strategic investments. Your MLS membership gives you credibility and data. A clean, presentable car is your first impression. A CRM system manages your single most valuable asset, your relationships. These tools don't cost you money, they make you money tenfold. Okay, we've dismantled all the problems. Now let's talk about your next move. This is where we shift from talking about the mistakes of the average agent to the winning strategies of the elite. This is your path forward. And at the end of the day, this is why we do what we do. This right here is the goal. It's not just about the commission checks, it's about becoming a trusted, indispensable partner for families during one of the biggest, most emotional moments of their lives. All these strategies, they lead right back to this purpose. If you can just avoid these 5 mistakes, you are already separating yourself from 90% of the competition. You're putting yourself on the direct path to joining that top 1% of agents who don't just survive in this business, they build lasting, dominant careers. So, are you ready to execute? Good. Download our Elite Agent Toolkit. It has the checklists, the templates, everything you need to stop making these mistakes and start dominating your market. The question isn't if you can join the elite, it's when you're going to start. Go get it.